This week I'm going to be talking about my 3 favourite vegan films. Okay, a few weeks ago a young man, and I say that loosely because he's not that young, gave me a book called Forks Over Knives, and it was a book that was written by people who wanted to encourage a plant-based diet for health reasons, and it was mainly 2 doctors. To go with it, they made a film, and it was on Netflix, obviously. So I watched the film before I read the book, but the book has got lots of recipes, and some of them are amazing. So if you fancy going plant-based, have a look at this book, because it's got lots of quite good plant-based recipes. And but the main premise is that there is a link between diabetes, cardio hypertension, heart disease, and certain types of cancers by eating processed meats and red meats, but also fish, any sort of protein, milk, dairy proteins in particular are not good for human beings. And they showed some big studies. I believe some of them have been sort of discredited slightly, but I assume they've been discredited by research that comes from the farming and dairy industries, the meat producers. So it might be a little bit spurious, because these 2 don't appear to have an agenda, and it's a good thought-provoking film, but it also comes with good diet tips and recipes, which is all good. My second film is a little bit more controversial than the first. It's looking quite nice now, so I might just nip out for a walk with the dog. So the second film is produced by Joaquin
Phoenix. Oh, I told you I get bored, so I've come out, and it's a little bit drizzly, but it's alright. So yeah, Joaquin, I'm going to see him tonight in The Joker, I think. But he produced this film called What the Health, and it's probably the most controversial of the 3 films. And the science and the stuff looks a little flawed, and gets a bit of a slagging on Reddit and on the sites. But still, nevertheless, quite a good film. It's the one that's the most critical of the big pharmaceutical industries and the ones who control farming, dairy, milk, blah 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 in America. It does probably apply to the UK, if you consider that McDonald's is quite a big donator to cancer research, and they don't actually seem to be doing much about prevention. In fact, I went to a Macmillan, I went to the doctors, and there was a Macmillan coffee morning going on, and they were serving loads of cream cakes, and I thought, this might be probably related to a lot of breast cancer, I don't know, but give that one a good looking at. It's getting a bit wet now. I'm getting a bit wet, so I'm going back in.
Bloody hell. Right, got a bit wet there. Hang on a minute. So, back to the third film. The third film we watched, or I've watched, on this one I saw at the cinema a few weeks ago. It was released a few weeks ago. It's a film called Game Changers, and it's produced by James Cameron, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Jackie Chan, amongst others. And the focus is less on health and more on sporting ability, or the improvements or gains that you might get by switching from a meat-based diet or a high-protein meat-based diet to a plant-based diet. And there's lots of science and lots of examples of high-performing athletes, and it's quite interesting. So the premise is that, you know, a vegan is weak and can barely carry their own body, but this is something that questions that assumption. So that's my three favourite, or when I say favourite, oh, by the way, the final film, Game Changers, I think you can download it on iTunes at the moment, but if you've got Apple TV or that new Apple channel, you know, that's like Amazon Prime, that's coming out next month, it's free on there, or I think you might be able to get it on Amazon Prime as well. So the first two are on Netflix, and sort of, if you've got a Netflix subscription, you can have a look at that. The final one, if you've got one of them Apple subscriptions, you can watch that. If not, download it on iTunes. The last one is actually worth a watch. So there's my three favourite vegan films, and you don't have to watch them if you don't want to. I don't care. But I don't know what my next three favourite things will be, but stay tuned.